Centre this now. Prince Buthelezi passing could have repercussions not only for the IFP but also the ANC. There are calls for the ANC NEC member Zweli Mkhize to be appointed as AmaZulu traditional prime minister. This as the governing party sends its big guns to KwaZulu-Natal to prevent a repeat of the ANC's electoral performance in 2021. Juniour Khumalo has the details.
With the passing of its founder, Buthelezi, the biggest challenge facing the IFP will be maintaining unity amongst its ranks while also trying to preserve its upward electoral trajectory, particularly in KwaZulu-Natal. Cracks had already been emerging within the party. As recent as May, there was some discontentment over some members wearing T-shirts with current leader Velenkosini Hlabisa's face, as this was seen to being in contravention of the party's long-held resolution that members could only wear T-shirts with the founding Buthelezi's face.
If they say the face of Hlabisa should not be on the T-shirts of IFP, it means that they don't want him. You know what I mean? That's the meaning of that. Because why would you question the face of the president being on a T-shirt of the party? There should be no questions about that. I mean, it's a norm. It's a norm in each and every political party, even in the DA, even in the ANC, that the face of the president of the organization has to appear on the T-shirts.
What Buthelezi's passing would also highlight, according to Breakfast, would be whether Hlabisa's ascension to power was by popular demand within the party or otherwise.
The other question that we need to ask is, how did Hlabisa come to power? Did Hlabisa come to power via a political arrangement? Was he politically anointed by Umdwana? Or did Hlabisa come to power due to the majority of the views of the party?
IFP national spokesperson Mkhuleko Hlengwa said it was too soon after Buthelezi's passing and the party's highest decision-making body had not met for him to comment on what would happen to the IFP going forward. Hlabisa, paying tribute to Buthelezi on Saturday, called for unity. Despite his passing, another political analyst said, should the party insist on using only his face on its campaign T-shirt, this might get a lot of sympathy votes for the IFP.
Next year's election will also be presented as an election in his honor. And I think that might be used for, although in his absence, but he will have actually a presence in this election.
Beyond his own party, Buthelezi's passing could also impact the ANC, given calls for its National Executive Committee member, Zweli Mkhize, to be appointed as AmaZulu traditional prime minister, an appointment which, according to another political analyst, would be rather odd. The ANC had, alongside former President Jacob Zuma and former KZN leader Mike Mabuyakhulu, deployed Mkhize to the province in a bid to revive its electoral fortunes, given the dismal showing during the 2021 local government elections.
The ANC can't comment on something that is speculative. As far as we're concerned, that is a speculation.
Well, this is actually a surprise that his name is mentioned, because as far as I know, he does not occupy any senior traditional position. But the king will finally take his own decision, and I think his decision will not be a party political decision.
Breakfast said Mkhize's appointment, should it happen, could be a blessing in disguise for the ANC, whose electoral support, particularly in KZN, has been on a downward trajectory.
I think it will sit well with the ANC because it means that the ANC will have a footprint. It will have a political footprint in the affairs of culture in KZN.
Another cause for concern is how the passing would affect the scourge of political killings that have ravaged the province, given the role that he had played in quelling tensions in the province. For Newzroom Afrika on Channel 405, I'm Juniour Khumalo in Johannesburg.